Good evening. Thank you for being here tonight to celebrate the Sequoia High School Class of 2017 commencement. I'm Kelly Shepard, Principal of Everett Alternative Learning Programs, which includes Sequoia High School, where we focus on goal setting, individual responsibility, and choice. Online High School, where learning may be done online, anywhere, anytime. And Port Gardner K-12 Parent Partnership Program, where we partner with our families to educate our students. Tonight, we're here to celebrate 71 graduating students, representing all three programs. You'll notice that students who are most connected to online high school will be wearing a gold sash, Port Gardner a silver sash, and Sequoia a green sash. Each of these students in the graduating class have earned a minimum of 22 credits, met rigorous state testing requirements, applied 21st century learning skills, and created a high school and beyond and life plan. Each has demonstrated the ability to set goals and take responsibility for achieving those goals. Each has engaged in a unique journey. We have students who have attended 26 of the 27 schools in our district. One student first enrolled with us as a second grader at Port Gardner. 19 have earned 22.75 credits through online high school, and 8 students have earned all of their high school credits by attending one or more of our programs. We're going to start tonight's ceremony with a slideshow created by Cody Flynn and Nancy Berthelese recognizing the hundreds and thousands of educators and school employees that have supported our students on their journey. We ask that you please remain seated as our graduates enter. Ladies and gentlemen, Sequoia High School class of 2017.
As well as other district leaders, Dr. Joyce Stewart, Dr. Peter Scott, Dr. Sally Lancaster, Mr. Larry Fleckenstein, Dr. Black, and Debbie Kovacs. Please join me in thanking each of these individuals that are here with us tonight. Many others have worked closely with each of these students throughout their academic career, and we'd like to recognize each of them. And often this group doesn't want to stand because they're often unassuming about their role, but I ask that you stand partnerships, and I invite you to stand and remain standing if you represent any of these organizations. Our Sequoia High School Port Gardner PTSA, a school volunteer, an avid Next Generation Rotary Project supporter, an avid Career Day speaker, a community partner such as Cocoon House, Teen Parent Lunch Program, CMAR, Snow Island Co-op, Port Gardner Neighborhood Association, or the Everett Family YMCA. Each of these individuals and collectively have supported our students in earning their high school diploma. Let's give all these amazing community partners. Finally, this event would not have happened without the staff at Sequoia Online High School in Port Gardner. They are truly an incredible team of educators, whether they're our custodian, our kitchen manager, teacher, paraeducator, or secretary. Each of them go above and beyond for our students to make school the best part of their day. With the staff at any of our programs, please stand up so we can thank them for all their outstanding work. Graduation is a celebration, a farewell, and a new beginning. Tonight, we celebrate each of you. Look around. There are lots of people here who are involved in supporting you as you work towards your goals. Some of us pushed you, we might have pulled you, but all of us were cheering you along. In the end, the important thing to remember is that it was your choice to be here. You endured trials and tribulations that most people do not experience in a lifetime. Yet you have overcome these obstacles and have proven to the world that you are capable of achieving anything you put your mind to. George Washington Carver once said, "There's no shortcut to achievement. Life requires thorough preparation. Veneer isn't worth anything. You have achieved your goals through hard work and tenacity. And as you look back, you will see learning, growth, laughter, tears, some of joy, some of not, and memories filled with significant meaning. Tonight is also a new beginning, and we look forward to you setting new goals, dreaming new dreams, to try your wings, to see what lies ahead for you. As we look towards the new beginning, we'd like to take a few moments to recognize some achievements of our students that will help them take their next step in meeting their post-high school plans. Our first is, in 2014, the Cookie Kitzman Spirit of Service Award was established in recognition of a person who on a weekly, and sometimes more, volunteers at our school. She spends hours each week with students individually and in small groups to provide the support they need to truly learn math. There are countless Sequoia graduates over the years, and many on our stage tonight, that their success in math is directly related to Cookie. To continue Cookie's legacy of excellence in service and support of our community, the Sequoia staff established this perpetual recognition award to go to a graduate who embodies the characteristics of Cookie. Each year, a young man or woman will be honored with the Cookie Kitzman Spirit of Service Award. When asked to describe Cookie, the adjectives that were used were cheerleader, patient, translator of mathematics, helpful, sees a need and fills it, reaches out, gives without the expectation of anything in return, persistent, welcoming and inclusive of all, encouraging, connector of all, service, and teaches others. Based on students who best exhibit these characteristics, and I invite them as I call their name to come and join me to receive their award, the 2017 Cookie Kitzman Spirit of Service Award winners are Safa Alfman and Forrest McCarthy. Please join me. to join me on the stage.
It's my honor tonight to present to you our 2017 scholarship recipients with total awards of over $37,000. Tonight you will see surprise on some students' faces as a few of the scholarships to be awarded tonight are being announced for the first time. Our first scholarship recognition is the College Bound Scholarship. College Bound Scholarship Program is an early commitment of state financial aid to eligible students who sign up in middle school and fulfill the scholarship. The following students from the class of 2017 are College Bound Scholars. So students, please stand as I call your name. Cheyenne Court. Mackenzie Gaines. Logan Johnson. Jasmine Locke. Olivia Lopez. Doris McCarthy. Kelly Henry. David Rosario. Kirsten Weaver. Kelsey Wheeler. And Jennifer Zavala. Congratulations, College Bound Scholars. Next, I'd like to introduce John Olson to present some scholarships from the Everett Public Schools Foundation.
Good evening. I'm a member of the board of the Everett Public Schools Foundation. The mission of that foundation is to build community support and to invest resources to inspire innovation, excellence, and achievement for all learners in the Everett Public Schools. I'm here tonight to present scholarships provided through the foundation, and this year, district-wide, will provide over $57,000 in scholarships to all 4 high schools. Tonight, $4,900 of that will be awarded to Sequoia High School students. These scholarships are generated from various endowments and funds provided by families and organizations to our graduating seniors, and I'll be presenting 3 of these scholarships tonight. The first is the Bob Whitehead Memorial Scholarship. Bob was a 1951 graduate of Everett High School and committed 40 years of his life to a career in public education. He was a teacher, principal, assistant superintendent, and superintendent in school districts in Washington, California, and Minnesota. To continue his legacy of excellence in education, a $900 scholarship has been established at each of the 4 Everett high schools. The scholarship goes to a graduate who plans to become an educator and hopefully inspire their students and fellow teachers as Bob did. The Sequoia High School recipient of this scholarship plans to attend Everett Community College to major in education and become an elementary school teacher. Congratulations to Shantae Martinez. The Offsty Scholarship Trust was set up by Valborg Offsty in 1965 to provide a scholarship to a student from each of the 4 high schools. This $2,000 scholarship goes to a student who shows leadership and initiative. This year, the Offsty Scholarship goes to a student who is currently in Running Start and plans to complete her associate's degree at Everett Community College, then transfer to the University of Washington to major in biology. Congratulations to Safa Al-Fan. The third is the Willenor Scholarship. Nora Hartrandt was a very generous woman who cared about education. After her death in 1980, the Willenor Scholarship Fund was established in honor of both her husband, William, and Nora. They combined that name to create a Willenor Scholarship. This fund provides a $1,000 student from each of the 4 high schools. The Sequoia winner this year plans to attend Western Washington University to major in education and become a math teacher. Congratulations to Allegra Braun.
Thank you, John. And now I'd like to introduce the rest of our scholarship recipients. So students, when I call your name, please come forward to the center stage and receive your certificate. Start with Safa Al-Faham. So in addition to these scholarships, Safa is also the recipient of an Everett Rotary Avid Scholarship in the amount of $1,000. Allegra Braun. In addition to the Bruin Scholarship, Allegra is also the recipient of an Everett Rotary $500 College Essentials Shopping Spree Scholarship. Cheyenne Ford. Cheyenne is the recipient of an Assistant State Graduation Award in the amount of $200. Emerson Hunter. Emerson is the recipient of an Everett Rotary Avid Scholarship in the amount of $1,000. Andrew Knorr. Andrew is the recipient of the Everett Community College Academic Excellence Award, which covers tuition for fall, spring, and winter quarters for next year, up to $1,200 per quarter, for a total of $3,600. Olivia Lopez. Olivia is the recipient of a Gertrude Jackson Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $2,700. Shante Martinez. In addition to the Bob Whitehead Scholarship, Shante is the recipient of an Everett Rotary Avid Scholarship in the amount of $1,000 and the Everett Association of Education Office Professional Scholarship
The Sequoia Award is now called the Ruth Nelson Sequoia Award. Ruth Nelson was a longtime Everett resident who worked as a librarian at the Everett Public Library for many years. She was also a guardian ad litem for Snohomish County. She had a very soft spot in her heart for teenagers who overcame adversity and didn't have the opportunities that so many other kids did. She volunteered at Sequoia and was so impressed by the tenacity and commitment she saw from the students who wanted to further educate themselves and become productive adults. She believed that kids who worked as hard as the students at Sequoia should be recognized and supported to achieve their dreams of further education and training. Her family has chosen the Sequoia Award to represent Ruth's commitment to these students. The award is not only a $1,000 scholarship, but also recognition of high academic achievement and a commitment to one's future. It is named for the sequoia tree that grows right outside the building and stands for strength and determination. Emerson Hunter, will you please join me to prepare this? Example to everyone she meets. She's a natural leader. She's hardworking, respectful, conscientious, intelligent, and truly motivated to learn as much as she can and embraces diversity. Emerson attended Sequoia for 3 years and plans to go to Everett Community College and transfer to the University of Washington and study comparative religion and humanities to be a teacher. Our halls will not be the same without Emerson, but we look forward to a few years from now where she'll be walking our halls again as a teacher. Emerson, the Everett Public Schools Foundation is very pleased to recognize you with this $1,000 scholarship, Crystal Sequoia and the Crystal Sequoia tree, and your name will be posted with the recipients on the permanent display in our school office. Congratulations, Emerson. Let's give one more big round of applause and congratulations to all of our scholarship winners. This year at Sequoia, our theme is in grit. As Angela Duckworth defines it, grit is passion and perseverance towards a long-term goal. High school graduation, college and career and life ready are long-term goals that we believe our students have the grit to accomplish. Nelson Mandela said, "I learned that courage is not the absence of fear, but the triumph over it. The brave man is not he who does not feel afraid, but he who conquers that fears." Our students have conquered fears and overcome that. I would like to introduce our Sequoia graduation speaker who tells me he's overconquering his fears tonight. He's telling me I might need to pay for therapy after speaking in front of all of you tonight. But I think you'll find as he comes up here, there's no therapy needed. I'd like to introduce Mr. Robert Snyder, graduate of class of 2017, to share his thoughts.
I wasn't joking about the therapy, by the way. Just let that go on record. George Saunders said in a speech at Syracuse University that success is a mountain that keeps growing ahead of you as you hike. I like to think some come with tools and months of training, and some don't even bring a coat. Then there are people who look at the mountain, say they're afraid of heights, and go home to watch it on TV. At many different points in our life, we can be any one of those given people. During my high school education, success was not an easy mountain to climb, and I think this resonates with many of my peers here tonight. A lot of us get caught up in the mistakes and setbacks, when what's most important isn't how long it took or how hard it was, but that we reached the summit. For all the times you were unsure if you were going to graduate on time or at all, or you were up to your neck in work for a final, you are now on this stage with a cap and gown despite every sliver of doubt you had in the back of your mind. You all climbed to the peak. I came to Sequoia with these exact doubts in my mind. Like other students here, circumstance was not fair to me. I knew that the one thing no one could take from me was my education. All of the students I've met at Sequoia have shared this sentiment. I had a deficit of credits, was struggling with my mental health, and felt more and more as if graduation was out of reach. This school was the turning point for me. The invested staff and personalized environment where we can thrive as individuals with the support of a group and undertake any climb by ourselves, while having the luxury of knowing that we are not alone, is what we really needed to shine. Our time here at Sequoia has proven that there is no mountain here too high to climb. When I originally came to Sequoia, I didn't feel like I had a place in society where I belonged and felt comfortable. I soon realized that everyone feels like that at some point in their life. Sequoia gave me a sense of belonging because I made the commitment to this community. It taught me a lesson for moving forward in the next type of life, adulthood. We may all feel uncomfortable or anxious or like we don't belong in many of society's traditional settings like college, the office, or with peers. Leaving Sequoia, I now know if we make the commitment for the good of our future, we will create belonging and find our niche and be successful. The only thing holding us back from reaching the summit is our own self-doubt. Our successes here have taught us that this can also be overcome. We all have a bright future, and there may be many crevasses and overhangs on our mountain climb, but I am confident we will all reach the summit. I leave you all with a quote from George Mallory, the famous climber of Mount Everest. How to get the best of it all? One must conquer, achieve, get to the top. One must know the end to be convinced that one can win the end. To know there's no dream that mustn't be dared. Is this the summit crowning the day? How cool and quiet. We're not exultant, but delighted, joyful, soberly astonished. Have we vanquished an enemy? None but ourselves. Have we gained success? That word means nothing here. Have we won a kingdom? No. And yes. We have achieved an ultimate satisfaction, fulfilled a destiny, to struggle and to understand and never this last without the other. Such is the law. I think we're all ready for our next hike. One last thing. To reach our goal of graduation, there are many people that have supported us to be here tonight. A tradition in Sequoia is to present carnations to our family and friends in the audience that we would like to thank. On behalf of the class of 2017, I would like to present a bouquet of flowers as a thank you to the staff of Sequoia for all their love and support. Graduates will now come present flowers to their friends and family as a token of our gratitude for their support.
Thank you very much. You know, after all these years of enjoying Sequoia graduations, your tradition of passing out flowers is, frankly, as moving today as it was the very first time I observed it 8 years ago. Such energy and love and support and the encouragement are represented by all those smiles and tears and hugs that we get to see at this ceremony each year. You know, another tradition in which Sequoia students participate each year is the selection of a superintendent scholar from each of our high schools. Now, the Superintendent Scholar Award was established in 1983 by Dr. Rudy Johnson, former superintendent of Everett Public Schools. It is given to the top scholar from each high school. This award currently comes with no dollar amount. Now, I mention this so that you understand that this is truly a coveted recognition by our students. It's also a time for the student nominees to publicly acknowledge the educators who've made a difference in their lives. Each school's superintendent's scholar is chosen from among 3 nominees. Sequoia's 3 nominees are, and would you please stand as I state your name, Safa Al-Faham, Robert Snyder, and Emerson Hunter. Except for Emerson, you may be seated. Emerson, would you come on over here, please? Emerson was selected by the Everett Public Schools Foundation Selection Committee as the 2017 Superintendent Scholar from Sequoia. You can stand a little closer. There's the X right there. Okay, good. The choice among 3 stellar candidates, of course, is never easy. It may help to know a bit of information about Emerson, especially how she prevailed over challenges and what exciting goals she has for the future. As a new sophomore to Sequoia, Emerson had no high school credits. She became involved with clubs and activities and ultimately became Sequoia's ASB president and a very important student voice on our district's Fiscal Advisory Council, which advises the superintendent on budget priorities for each year. Now, I know Emerson better than I know many of our other students because of our school board trip to Olympia in February, where as ASB president, she traveled with us and she spoke with legislators about a variety of state education issues. I have to tell you, she represented her school, her district, her community, and all of our young people with incredible grace and intelligence. Emerson tells us that she is guided by Maya Angelou's words, "It is time for parents to teach young people early on that in diversity there is beauty and there is strength." It's my pleasure to recognize you as a 2017 Superintendent Scholar. Congratulations, Emerson, on all you've accomplished. And we're all looking forward to hearing of your many achievements in the years to come. Now, graduates, your focus tonight is most likely on your future, and that is as it should be. By contrast, there are others here tonight who may find ourselves, thinking not so much about the future, but reflecting upon the past, upon our own high school graduations, no matter how many years ago they might have been, and what we did after high school. Even while we're all here in the same room and enjoying the same ceremony, some of us are looking forward, and some of us may be reflecting upon the past. That, too, is as it should be. Now, I was reminded of the significance of this forward-looking notion and this backward reflection this weekend by a Facebook post. Yes, school superintendents do use social media, and yes, we do sometimes find Facebook inspirational. Not often, but sometimes. Now, this particular Facebook writer is a colleague, and she was attending an outdoor concert last weekend. Do you remember the wonderful music that you had with your slideshow, right? Well, some of us remember different bands or groups than you heard today. At this particular outdoor concert, the Moody Blues was performing at Chateau Saint-Michel. Now, How many of you have ever heard of that band, the Moody Blues? Yeah, 3 of you. Okay. How many of you have heard of the Moody Blues? All right. Okay, for those of you who don't know, the Moody Blues is touring the United States now to celebrate their 50th anniversary. That's right, 50th anniversary of their most popular album. Yes, that was a vinyl record. It's called Days of Future Past, and it's, yes, the 50th anniversary, which means the album was released in 1967. I was 12. Now, understandably, most of the audience at last weekend's concert is older than Sequoia's class of 2017. Those drawn to the music of a top band from the 1960s are likely to be a bit older than you all. Now, the Facebook writer at this concert, longtime public employee and a colleague, so it's not unexpected she'd draw both a correlation and a comparison between the season's graduation anticipation and the memories-filled reflections of an older concert audience reliving the 1960s, which for some of us was very good. For her, that concert generated memories from the past 50 years and gave her an opportunity to look back and to reflect. For her, the band, the event, the audience, the music sparked 50 years of gratitude for the circumstances, the relationships, and the support that resulted in her enjoying that concert and those memories on a very balmy June evening this year. Now, right at this moment, you're looking forward. But be aware of the fact that you are creating days of future past that you will reflect on for years to come. So tonight, graduates, this is my wish for you. In 2067, 50 years from now, I hope you'll enjoy something like that summer concert experience. I wish for you a gentle time, or many gentle times, to reminisce about the relationships and the successes you will have enjoyed in the 50 years after tonight's high school commencement for you. It's worth noting that you're well on your way to making those memories today, to building very supportive relationships for the future, and to overcoming challenges and making your mark on the world. I wish for you a delightful time in your future to relish all of that. Congratulations to all of you and to all of your families. Thank you for the ways you've already inspired us and for the inspiration that you'll provide us in your futures. Congratulations, graduates.
School Board Director Lassane, I'd like to invite you to join Dr. Cohn on the stage. Dr. Cohn and members of the school board and honored guests, it's my privilege to present to you these students who I certify have met the graduation requirements established by Everett Public Schools and the state of Washington. Dr. Cohn.
Principal Shepard, on behalf of the Everett Public Schools Board of Directors and the administration and the state of Washington, it's my honor to accept the graduating class of 2017.
We believe each of our students has a unique story to tell, so each graduate tonight will be introduced by a staff member that they have selected.
Good evening, I'm Angie Hawkins, and I'm a success coordinator at Sequoia. Stops and starts. Losing hope. Family always first. Experiencing a different kind of life in Mexico and realizing the importance of education. All this led to him standing on the stage tonight. Through life's adversities, he persevered, never complaining, all the while maintaining his sense of humor and constant smile on his face. I look forward to seeing all he can accomplish with his quiet will and kindness towards others. David plans to continue his education at Everett Community College while working full-time. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you David Lopez. Shantae came to Sequoia her freshman year and got down to business, passed every class, made it look easy, and glided to graduation. To say she is committed is an understatement. She also shows dogs most weekends, including competing in the most prestigious dog show of them all, Westminster. She also worked, danced, and participated in 4-H, all while being successful in school. Shantae plans on attending Everett Community College in the fall. Then she's going to transfer to the University of Washington to major in education. Ladies and gentlemen, I introduce to you Shantae Martinez. Angel came to Sequoia his freshman year and has been quietly doing what he needed to do to graduate on time. He has been slow and steady and then really came alive at the end. His confidence grew along with his success in school and in his music. Angel is sensitive, kind, caring, and artistic, and is well-liked by all his peers because of his easygoing nature and his good vibes. It was not always easy, as there was a lot of transition in his life and obstacles to overcome. He did it all with his usual grace and thoughtfulness. Angel's future plans are working full-time while he continues to pursue a career as a musician. Sorry, Angel. I present to you Angel Oliveira Sanchez. Jennifer has been a constant in my office, so I know firsthand that she is smart, sarcastic, I love that, a friend to all, charming, and above all else, chatty. The latter being an issue all through high school. She rarely attended her freshman year and started Sequoia her sophomore year to catch up on her credits so she could graduate on time. She experienced trials and tribulations along the way, and it took her until her senior year to really believe in herself, realize her potential, and make goals for her future. She continues to work part-time to save for college, and she is the first one in her family to graduate high school. She plans to attend Everett Community College in the fall to study nursing, and we will meet regularly at Starbucks to chat about probably everything. I am proud to introduce to you Jennifer Zamora.
April Simon, English teacher. If I had to choose one word that Erin embodies, it would be perseverance. I first met Erin in my English 2 class 2 years ago when she was a sophomore. She never shied away from participating in class and did well. Her last year in high school, she balanced running start, being GSA president, and attending classes at Sequoia. Her natural ability to lead and love for challenges will take her far and help her overcome anything that attempts to get in her way. Ladies and gentlemen, Erin Hart. Avery, the quiet one, always with a book in her hand and a gifted writer. Avery is another student who worked through a great deal to overcome challenges. A strength, communication, the wisdom to reach out when help is needed. Avery made the decision to do school, be on a drill team, and shine. Avery's natural kindness and determination will help Avery pursue the goal of becoming a teacher. Avery students will shine and be inspired. Ladies and gentlemen, Avery Ramuda. Two weeks ago, the amount of work he needed to do towered over 6 feet 8 inches of him. However, bit by bit, he persisted, finishing one requirement at a time, struggling initially, not understanding words and questions, to making connections. He wrote that going to college will only help him and his family, wise words from a kind young man. This is what drove him to graduate. He showed up, determined, ready to learn. Keep showing up. Ladies and gentlemen, David Serger.
Hi, I'm Barbara Markham. I am our attendance secretary. Tonight I have the great pleasure of introducing you to Olivia Lopez. Olivia's path has been challenging and there have been many struggles. This year she worked so hard and was determined to graduate. She plans to work in the medical field in trauma. Olivia, be proud of your success and remember, you choose your destiny.
Allegra's autobiography could be a TED Talk. In it, she wrote of her passion for crew and the strength, teamwork, and technique needed to be successful. These 3 words are a perfect description of Allegra, who worked with our tech department last summer deploying electronics to teachers, who completed her high school requirements in record time, and who recently helped a teacher use water to blow up a car. Ask her about it. As for physical strength, she hugged me the other day, and I'm pretty sure she cracked my rib. Allegra, you are loved and you will be missed. Ladies and gentlemen, Allegra Brown. When I think of Stevie, I think of a kind, respectful woman who has a smile that could light up this room. She is honest, she has integrity, and she has shown an immense level of persistence this past semester. Stevie also represents equity and fairness. These are 2 qualities that energize her and give her the courage to stand up for what is right. Stevie plans to earn a counseling degree and then focus on criminal psychology and forensics. Stevie, it's been a pleasure to know you, and I'm honored to present you today. Ladies and gentlemen, Stevie Chafin.
Real quick, I'd just like to thank my family for always being amazing and supportive of me, and I'd like to thank all of the wonderful teachers who showed me I was worth it even when I thought I wasn't.
Nicknamed Delightful Distraction, or D squared, by her 3rd period math pals, Kennedy is known as a social and outgoing member of our Sequoia community. To the casual observer, she may seem pretty chill, but this young lady has had several hard turns on her path toward graduation. Just this spring, Kennedy was technically unenrolled at Sequoia for a term while caring for her sick toddler and still managed to earn 2.5 credits. Impressive. Kennedy, you've made your family proud today. Ladies and gentlemen, and sweet Aiden, Miss Kennedy Edwards. Taryn says, you can't control how life goes, you can only control yourself. I knew we were in for a graduation this year when he turned it on right from the start. I've had Taryn in class for the last few years, and to me, he was a goofy, fun, argumentative kid with spots of fierce focus and persistence. This year, he flip-flopped. Still a bit of a ham, but the persistence and determination of a young man ready to get on with his life. Taryn tells us that his plans are to take tech classes at Everett Community College starting this summer. Batten down the hatches, EVCC. Here comes Mr. Westby.
Hello, my name is Bona. I'm the math teacher here, the other one. And I'm here to introduce Elise Shepard. Over the years, I've had the pleasure to see Elise grow and mature into a young lady and a dedicated student. She strives to be kind to herself and others, to be thankful for everything she has, and to be patient, to never give up, to never lose hope. She knows that good things take time. She knows that it's okay to make mistakes. Do you recognize this? It's going to be okay. Beginning of the year, she promised to love the life she has, to love herself. And that, ladies and gentlemen, she has done. With a proud and loving heart, I present to you Elise Shepard. Jill Mathney. When I think of Jill, I think of spring flowers blooming. Even though Jill had to face difficult challenges at a very young age, she didn't let those challenges become her obstacles. Instead, she learned to embrace them and to use them to help her become an outgoing, friendly, kind, and smart young woman. She knows how to laugh at life and to be kind when things don't go as planned. She knows that life has ups and downs. She also knows that the ups of life make up for all the downs. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Jill Mathney.
I just want to say thanks to my mom for putting me back in school when I really needed it. I wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for her bravery. Thank you, Mom. I love you.
Andrew Knorr. Andrew is one of the most polite, friendly, positive, and hardworking student I've ever met. He always seems to be in a good mood. No one can tell whether he's having a bad day because he truly lives a state of positive mindset. And how many of us wish we could do that? And yet Andrew does it so well without making it seem so hard. Andrew, you uplift those around you with your integrity, sincerity, loyalty, and kindness. And I'm so honored to have been your teacher. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor to present to you Andrew Knorr. Melissa Quadra. Even before Melissa came to Sequoia, I already knew her as the baby whisperer. That's how Robert introduced her to me. She's kind and sweet, always putting others before herself. Her smile will lighten your heart. Her gentle voice will make you forget the sorrows and worries. And her presence will comfort your insecurities. Melissa, you had to face life's challenges early on, but today you stand here, a mature young woman, and the world will be a better place with future nurse Melissa Quadra.
Dave Benham, Campus Security. Thank you, Dr. Cohn and Kelly, for introducing Hunter. I had a speech all written out, and then you guys pretty much tore it up. Thank you very much. 3 years ago, Kelly gave me the pleasure to show you and your family around Sequoia. Coming from Jackson High School with a bit of reservation, Emerson found a place where she fit in, a place where she blossomed into an amazing example of what courage looks like. Emerson received the Superintendent Scholarship Award. She was the ASB president. Emerson will be going to EVCC where she will pursue a degree in education and eventually become a high school teacher at Sequoia High School. Thank you. Christopher Patterson, thank you for your respectful attitude, your engaging personality, and your morning conversations. They were always a bright spot in my day. Christopher is a self-professed video game aficionado. He has been actively preparing his future in the online gaming world, where he will do live streaming on Twitch. I know that as you continue to explore your future, you will indeed be creating many lifelong connections that will enhance the video gaming industry. Ladies and gentlemen, Christopher Patterson. Clayton Powell. I appreciate your self-awareness, your ability, and willingness to take responsibility. Clayton confessed to me that he had a bit of an attitude, and yes, it could be considered by most to be rude or even disrespectful. But perhaps the truth is, it was grit with attitude, if you will. Clayton understands adversity, and most of all, how to overcome those challenges that seem to set most back. Ladies and gentlemen, Clayton Powell.
Aaron Hawkinson, Social Studies. Initially, Jenny seemed like a timid girl, but when I got to know her, I saw her incredible strength. This strength grew when she wrote and published her first book. She's passionate about writing and passionate about her family. The support of her loving mom and her sister Perla have helped her become the determined young woman she is today. Although she doesn't love Taco Bell Cinnabon Delights more than she loves her family, she does love them a lot. Jenny, I will miss you. You have such a kind heart. I can't wait to see your book on the New York Times bestseller list as you continue to inspire those around you. Congratulations. Dylan Darasang. This has been a bumpy road for Dylan, but here he is at the end of it, high school graduation. But really, Dylan, this is just the beginning. There's so much adventure in life ahead of you. You have people who love you and support you. You are kind and smart, and you can achieve what you want for yourself. Continue this path forward and work hard for what you want. Dylan is interested in science and hopes to attend Everett Community College or the University of Washington. Congratulations, Dylan, on the beginning of good things and a better life. Jasmine Locke. I know Jasmine best from advisory, where we would always hear her music, especially 80s music, blaring from her headphones. We listened to Blondie, Milli Vanilli, and watched some great Wham videos. I also know Jasmine is on her phone a lot, too much sometimes, but more important, Jasmine is resilient. She's had some ups and downs this year, many of them of her own making, but each time she returned to school, did great work, and came one step closer to graduation. Haley described her as a tough kid who has a great heart and feels deeply about people. Although Jasmine may be uncertain as to her next steps, she will undoubtedly do it with feeling and with music. Congratulations. Wendy Nguyen. I'm so happy to see Wendy on this stage. She's been a Sequoia student for a few years, but took last year off so she could work full-time. And when she returned this fall, she was clearly motivated and ready to graduate. She came back focused, worked incredibly hard, and was a superior note-taker in government. Wendy has been an independent young woman for a number of years, and when she returned to school, she became a strong self-advocate. She's kind and thoughtful and willing to help others. I'm so happy that she returned to Sequoia this year. It was such a pleasure to see her growth and maturity. Congratulations, Wendy.
My name is Gail Lemons, and I teach senior English. I'd like to introduce Devin Delaney. Early on, Devin struggled to find a high school that fit him, and when he chose Sequoia, he grew stronger and became successful. In fact, after he finished all his classes, he didn't want to leave my classroom. He asked if he could take another class. A joke, I think. Devin challenges himself to meet high expectations while enjoying the small things in life along the way. He's a proud father, and because of his son, Devin plans to attend Everett Community College and study pediatric nursing. Ladies and gentlemen, Devin Delaney. This is Jennifer Hernandez. I first met Jenny during intake and knew her to be quiet and a bit shy. Since then, I have realized that even though she is quiet, she's also determined, hardworking, and a very responsible young woman. This became evident as she balanced attending school, doing homework, studying for tests, and raising her son. Plus, she did all that without ever losing her smile. Jenny's grit and determination is admirable and will set the bar for her son when he starts school. Ladies and gentlemen, Jennifer Hernandez.
I am really happy that I'm graduated. My family, son and fiance are all healthy. I really need to I can't wait to start the rest of my life. And by beginning that, I will begin by getting the rest of my 12 years missed sleep.
Nicole Jacobs is a young woman who works hard, has a good attitude, smiles all the time, and has a great sense of humor. She's gone through some hard times and lives by something Elvis Presley once said, "When things go wrong, don't go with them." Nicole has used this positive outlook on life to stay on track in school, and she graduated half a year early, which was both good and bad. It was good because, well, she graduated, but bad in a way because I missed her in my classroom. I'm very proud of her work this year, and I know she'll do well as she continues her studies. Ladies and gentlemen, Nicole Jacobs. Kirsten Weaver is persistent even when life gets in the way. There were times when she may not have liked school and doubted her own ability to graduate. I know that her grandma helped her during those times. Her grandma once told her, "It doesn't matter when you finish something, as long as you get it done and do your best." Kirsten knows she has grit and determination, and she also knows these will take her far in life. She lives by the motto, "We know what we are, but we don't know what we may be." Well, Kirsten, I don't know everything you may be, but I do know you'll be great. Ladies and gentlemen, Kirsten Weaver.
Hi, I'm Haley, one of Sequoia's success coordinators, and tonight I have the privilege of introducing Paige. I have had the pleasure of spending second period with Paige every day for the past 2 years. When I first met her, she was stuck in the mindset that she would never graduate from high school, and some days it took every bit of effort she had just to make it through each class. Despite the ups and downs, Paige continually worked hard to overcome each obstacle and faced her challenges with an open mind, all while staying true to her authentic self, something that makes her so unique and special. She has demonstrated tremendous growth both academically and socially, and that is more evident today than ever before. Paige, I will definitely miss your witty comments and sense of humor, but most of all, I will miss your compassionate and kind-hearted nature. I am confident your future will be bright, and I am so proud of you for never giving up. Ladies and gentlemen, Paige Healy.
Good evening, I'm Jack, and I teach history and leadership. Ali, this young man is the definition of taking life at your own pace. He moves deliberately through life, smiling and enjoying the ride. Nothing seems to get him riled up. He always says, "Don't worry, I've got this." But don't let his demeanor fool you. You see, I watched him compete in his first kickboxing tournament this year, and when he says, "Don't worry, I've got this," he's not kidding. It is my honor to introduce Ali Al-Shablawi. This young man arrived at Sequoia High School as a true freshman in 2013. He didn't talk at all, occasionally smiled, but boy did he get his work done. He never failed to earn a credit in a class. Now, 4 years later, with just over 32 credits, he gets excited to tell you about his future with a beaming smile on his face. He's been accepted at DigiPen, where he will be pursuing his future in computer science and game design. It is my honor to present Forrest McCarthy. When I found out I got the privilege to introduce Jordan, all I could think was, hey, this is the guy that broke my pencil sharpener. This is my chance to get even. We've joked about this for 3 years now, often Jordan clarifying his side of the story. He's quick to laugh. He can tell or take a joke with ease. but most of all, he's very intelligent and a kind-hearted young man. We're excited to watch all your future accomplishment. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my privilege to introduce Jordan Seiss.
Good evening. I'm Jamie, and I'm the counselor here at Sequoia. Presley, you are a spunky spirit who's always willing to help out. Whether it's a friend or your family, you always put others first. This year, another person came along for you to help out, and your daughter Easton when she showed up in January. For some people, they would have felt overwhelmed and given up, but you didn't. You came back when she wasn't even a month old. She was 3 weeks. And you worked hard to earn your 4 remaining credits. You told me you did it for Easton. I am so impressed by your ability to not give up, to get up every day even when you're really, really tired, and to walk across the stage as a graduate. Congratulations. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Presley Patton. I knew you'd have a loud crew. The first thing I recognized about Salmer was her ability to answer all of her questions with her eyebrows. She came to us mid-year lacking confidence in her ability to do school. Turns out she was actually pretty good at it. Through hard work and dedication, along with the skills that she's gained in her AVID class, she has been able to successfully complete high school. She blew me away in intake where she sat in the front row taking perfect notes with different colored pens. She will use these amazing skills in the fall at Everett Community College, where she plans to go into the field of nursing. Ladies and gentlemen, Salma Racken. Peyton, I am so proud of you. When I asked you what you thought the theme of your year was, you said resilience. I'd have to agree. To be resilient is to be tough and to recover from difficult situations. 3 months ago, you decided that you were going to graduate. But difficult situations repeatedly presented themselves, and this goal seemed unrealistic. But you said, I'm going to do it. You were tough, you were focused, you showed your resilience, and you're a graduate. I know that you can do anything. I know that with your grace and with your spirit, you will make the world and the environment a better place. Ladies and gentlemen, Peyton Weston. Devin is one of the strongest people I know. I got to know Devin last year after her dad unexpectedly passed away over Christmas break. At that point in her life, she could have gone 2 ways. She could have given up, or she could work harder to improve her own life. Clearly, you've chosen to move forward. You are amazing. You have taken your challenges and turned them into your opportunities. You've graduated early with plans of the military. You're deciding to go into a helping field to build off your natural skills and instincts. And you're working towards creating a home for yourself with all your cats and your dogs. You have made and will continue to make your dad very, very proud. Ladies and gentlemen, Devin Zick. I am also doing the honor of introducing Dayan White in place of Jonathan, who's not here this evening. Jonathan says, Dayan epitomizes, I knew I would say that wrong, a young man who has grit. Grit is having the passion and perseverance to achieve long-term goals. When Dayan left Everett High School to attend Sequoia, he was committing himself to do whatever it took to graduate, even if the decision was not that easiest. Dan, we are so proud of you. Congratulations. Ladies and gentlemen, I introduce you, Dan White.
Sky first made an impact on me in the summer before our freshman year. In the face of loss, she courageously supported others and showed amazing strength. Reacquainting in the spring of her senior year, I saw a mature, focused young lady who was intellectually curious. Her attitude is infectious to all around her. I will miss her smiles. I'll miss her joy that she brings to the room. Her plan is to explore her creative side and be a florist. Ladies and gentlemen, Skylar Rain Jennings. While only at Sequoia for 3 months, Leandre left a lasting influence on all of us staff. He's funny, compassionate, grateful, and connects with all. Leandre is only a few short hours away from completing all of his requirements to graduate, but he just stopped coming. So on a freezing February day, Dave and I walked up the hill, he lives 1 block up from Sequoia, and knocked on his door, new meaning to knock, knock. We said to him, "You're coming with us last time as a non-graduate, and you're going to leave today as a high school graduate." He joyfully returned to school, and success was a few short hours away. Today, he works at Anthony's Hearthstone in Olympia and is exploring school options. Ladies and gentlemen, Leandre Morris. Sense of humor, intellectual, determined are words that fill my head when I think of Logan. Oxford Dictionary defines perseverance as steadfastness in doing something despite difficult or delay in achieving success. When Logan puts his mind to something, he follows through and persists despite obstacles. He sometimes avoided classes that didn't interest him or didn't seem relevant. Just ask him about completing the entire year of Algebra 2 this spring in online high school. Logan continues to explore his options and is looking at being paralegal or even writing. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Logan Johnson. Wickedly smart, compassionate, caring, tenacious, and kind to all, described McKenna. Oliver Wilkins says, anyone can give up. It's the easiest thing in the world to do. But to hold it together when everyone else would understand if you fell apart, that is true strength. McKenna embodies this quote. She can be paralyzed by her anxiety. Where others fall apart, she stuck with it and kept coming to achieve her goal of her high school diploma. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm proud to introduce McKenna Mueller.
Hi, I'm Kevin Corbett from the online high school. Most of the students know me as Nacho Thursday, I think, though. I'm honored to introduce the humble but brilliant Tyler Swanson. For fun and in his spare time, Tyler likes to drive the open roads. I ask him, where do you go? And he says, I just like to drive. Late this year, Tyler chose to drive from Spokane to Everett, and he had the drive to earn his diploma this year. And in the infamous words of Theodore Geisel, Tyler, you'll move mountains, you're off to great places. Today is your day. Your mountain is waiting, so drive off away. And then we're going to do this.
Hi, I'm Kim Christie, and I teach Intro to Art and Stained Glass Mosaics. Mackenzie Gaines has a genuine enthusiasm for the academic community, where she was actively involved in all her classes. Mackenzie efficiently and graciously served as a teacher assistant and peer tutor all 4 years that she was with us at Sequoia High School. She's just completed her first successful year at college through Running Start and will continue her education in environmental sciences. Mackenzie Gaines. Quentin McMiller is a stand-up. Yes, stand-up, cheerful community builder who has a real knack for bringing people together from diverse backgrounds and arenas to analyze and problem solve. He's a natural businessman and has worked throughout his high school experience, recognizing and appreciating the support of his family and teachers. Quentin plans to pursue a degree and future in marketing. Quentin McMiller. Quentin McMiller. And thank you, Kirsty Spindler, thank you, is a vivacious learner who produces consistently and creatively with precise accuracy. She peer tutored the last 2 years in Glass because she loves learning and she loves sharing learning. In fact, in a letter to her fellow graduates, Kirsty shares this message. You already have earned your high school diploma. Why stop there when there's so much in the world just waiting to be discovered? Especially, I might add, Kirsty Spindler. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Laura White. I teach English at Port Gardner and on the online high school. Not many students have the self-discipline and determination to take a full load of online courses. Gabby charged through 12 of them this year. She showed up every day and persevered, all while brightening up the online room with her beautiful smile, her jokes, and nacho announcements. She has overcome a great deal to be standing on this stage tonight, and I'm proud to present Gabriella Ankley.
I'm Leslie Sutton, and I run the daycare at Sequoia. I have witnessed a transformation in this young woman, from not completing any work to being on this stage tonight, from a poor attitude to a smiling, fun, enthusiastic attitude, from a lack of self-confidence to a person with goals and dreams. She has truly reinvented herself. She is caring, responsible, and excited about what lies ahead. She shows such potential in caring for young children. I am so glad that I now know the real Cheyenne. In a few weeks, she will travel to 8 European countries with EF tours. In the fall, she would like to attend Everett Community College and study early childhood education. Ladies and gentlemen, high school graduate Cheyenne. September 5th, 2014, a young woman and her beautiful baby girl entered the daycare at Sequoia. Little did I know that I'd be standing here tonight introducing that young woman. India has one of those never give up attitudes. She became a quiet inspiration to the other teen moms, an advocate for herself, a wonderful mom, and a responsible, respectful, trustworthy leader. This school year, India has blossomed. India and Leah and Adrian have blessed my life. India plans to attend Everett Community College, studying early childhood education, and wants to start her own daycare. I am so proud to introduce high school graduate India Northland.
Like Leslie said, I have a never give up give-up kind of attitude. And that's what I was about to say here today. She kind of took that from me. I don't really know to say anymore. Never give up on yourself. And thank you to all of you that have believed in me, and even those who haven't believed in me. I love you all. Thanks.
It is my pleasure to introduce Dominic Dawkins. Dominic is enthusiastic, outgoing, quick with a smile, and even quicker with a joke. This fall, he had just a few credits left to complete, but he made those credits last as long as possible because he knew we'd miss him when he was gone. Last year, Dominic worked at the 6th Street Produce Market while attending school, and he currently works at Scuttlebutt on the waterfront. In the future, Dominic plans on attending technical college to become a welder or maybe a landscape artist. Please congratulate Dominic Dawkins.
And I teach science. I met Luis at the beginning of this school year in advisory. I didn't know much about him, but learned he is an intelligent, hardworking young man. It was so sweet when he asked if he would ever see me again when I left for maternity leave. He buckled down and passed the biology COE in only 3 months. He's called my room after class started when he was on his way to ask if it was okay for him to be late. Luis is a mixture of grit, intelligence, thoughtfulness, and kindness. He gets things done. He will succeed in whatever he puts his mind to. Ladies and gentlemen, Luis Lujan.
Not only do I want to thank everyone who came out here and all my teachers, but I want to thank my dad and all my family members who have pushed me to keep on going and going and never give up.
She has worked incredibly hard to be the first in her family to earn a high school diploma. As she graduates a full year early, she will continue her education at Everett Community College and hopes to become a nurse or a teacher one day. No matter which path Lisa chooses, I have no doubt that she'll be successful and will continue to inspire others the way she already has. I'm so proud to present to you, Lisa Patterson. She worked hard at school while also working a part-time job. She confidently stands before us today, earning her high school diploma with a plan to become an awesome makeup artist one day. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Danielle Burdish. For a particular long-term goal, coupled with their powerful motivation to achievement.
In this case, Robert's goal was to graduate on time, and he worked very hard to reach it. Like many others here tonight, he has had many obstacles put in his path. With his witty sense of humor and resilient attitude, he was able to prove that he can do anything he sets his mind to. With his future goal of becoming a property attorney, I have all the confidence in the world that with his grittiness, he will be able to achieve it. Ladies and gentlemen, I present Robert Stewart.
I teach English. This is Maria. She has powered through her classes despite having to work full-time. She plans to take a break after graduation to travel to the West Coast, even going so far as Mexico. What an incredible opportunity. With sincere good wishes for all of her future endeavors, I introduce Maria Aguilar. Diana approached her classes with dogged perseverance and a wonderfully positive attitude. She had to miss a lot of school when her daughter Diana became ill. Diana never gave up. She put in long hours to finish all of her classes in record time. It has been a delight to help Diana move toward her future goal of attending community college. She will achieve so much. With pride and affection, I present Diana Hernandez. Blake and I spent all morning together for 2 whole years. I confess that when I started writing this, I had to cross out a few things that might have been inappropriate. Despite our different views on life, he made me laugh every single day. His next adventure is to go down to Florida, attending Wyotech to work on diesel engines. I have absolutely no doubt that he will be completely successful there. I miss him. Ladies and gentlemen, Blake Bowie.
Hi, I'm Robert McLean, the English department. This is Safa Al-Fayam. Safa came to us 3 years ago and brought this lovely smile, her infectious kindness, and her inquisitive mind. Her hard work and determination have earned her 66 credits at Everett Community College. She is planning on working towards a career in medicine with the support of her family. She plans to transfer to the University of Washington to finish her Bachelor of Science, eventually studying to be an anesthesiologist and to work for Doctors Without Borders. Thank you, Safa, for being a part of my AP class, for sharing your spirit, your intellect, and all those goodies that your family makes. Thanks. Julia Sharada. What a bright light you create in the world. Many a day I was lifted by your intentional visits to my room. Julia's drive to know and be closer to God is reflected in her decisions and her interactions. She has devoted herself to the process of knowing God's character, and it is apparent in her interactions and her career goal of becoming a minister. Julia once wrote, "The truth is that I have a different purpose for my life. I am living out the call He has given me. This is more powerful than anything else I will try to be. I will choose to forgive freely, be kind, shoot for success, be honest, sincere, and create my best life." Ladies and gentlemen, Julia. Robert Snyder is a gentleman and a scholar. He attended my AP language class this year, and I am grateful that he did. He brought a wealth of knowledge, understanding, and very engaging discourse. I had to be on my A game with Robert around. He has been honored as a Rotary Student of the Month, nominated for Superintendent Scholar Award, and actually completed his requirements for graduation months ago, but stayed
finished pre-calculus. Robert, you have all the stuff of success. Discipline, intelligence, compassion. If you stay true to yourself, you will go far. Ladies and gentlemen, Robert Snyder. Dimitri came to Sequoia at the age of 16, 5 years ago, with 2 credits. It takes 22 credits to earn a spot on this stage. He was dropped from our program many times. He faced emotional, financial, and academic trials. Eventually, he left school for an entire year, and when he returned to us, he worked 2 jobs. His job at McDonald's required him to work nights. He would leave and come to school, and then leave that job and go to his second job, and some days he didn't sleep. At that point, he was encouraged to get his GED. But Dimitri wanted tonight. He wanted the cap, he wanted the gown, he wanted the feeling of pride that comes from saying no to all those doubters. Dimitri, I can say on behalf of the entire staff, we are so proud of you. Good job.
I'm Michelle Schultz and I teach math. I've had the pleasure of being on Team Fletcher this year. His example brings to mind that life experiences teach and make us stronger, and that every student has their own story. Fletcher, I admire your choice to take a risk and trust me with yours. You've shown strength of character and resilience, earning 15 credits this year. You've shown courage, found renewed strength, and positively influenced those you associated with. Fletcher, it's time to look beyond the horizon with your head held high and let go of the shore. It's a pleasure for me to present Fletcher Holman. This fall, Gabe signed his commitment to graduate. I realized quickly that once he makes a commitment, he follows through. Gabe uses life experiences as a catalyst for growth, using forward thinking to push himself both personally and academically. Gabe has integrity. He's genuine, kind, and honest. Gabe surpassed all the invitations to push himself this year. You're ready to move on, and in your own words, get a taste of that American dream. May you always recognize the strength you have that comes from within. Congratulations, you'll be missed. It's a pleasure for me to present Gabe Penman. Many character-defining obstacles transformed Kelsey from the bright, indifferent 8th grade algebra student into this confident young woman, mathlete, standing next to me. Her motivation to achieve is fueled by life's detours. In April of her freshman year with no credit, she chose to come to Sequoia and finish the year with 3 credits. It wasn't easy, but that kernel of success and this fall her to keep pushing herself. This fall she wrote, I believe I'm becoming one of those people that deserves a gold star. Kelsey, you've earned more than a gold star in my book. It's my pleasure to present Kelsey Euler.
I met Tyler 3 years ago and was pleased to discover we were both coming from Jackson High School and starting a new adventure. Tyler had always had a guided study class and was a model student. The last 2 years, Tyler attended SNOAS where he was able to take dual subjects, construction and machining. Tyler has big plans for his future and has joined the National Guard as an infantryman. Good luck in your future, ladies and gentlemen, Tyler Nelson.
Who
overcoming many obstacles. Her passion for criminal justice will take her far. It has been a pleasure getting to know Kelly, and I look forward to hearing of her becoming a forensic psychologist for the FBI. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure to introduce Kelly Penn.
This evening. And Elena, I just want to say my heart smiled when you asked me to introduce you. So I met Elena when she was a 6th grader at Everett Middle School and I was her principal. And I immediately knew I was going to get to work with this very caring person, very social person. She has a great sense of humor and she especially loves her family. But I really don't know what happened because when I first met her, she was little and she was looking up to me. And today I'm little and I'm looking up to her. But I'm looking up to her with great admiration. So Elena, this evening I've asked Kelly Shepard to bring out a gown and a cap because this cap and gown has been hanging on Kelly Shepard's door for the last 2 years. And Elena's had some struggles, so I consistently went up to Sequoia and I'd say, how's Elena doing? She's up in math class, I'd go up there and she'd be plowing through work. And then the next time I'd go to Sequoia, I'd say, how's Elena? And Kelly would say, she isn't quite close enough to this cap and gown, but she's gonna get there. And she'd be plowing through her work. The next time I'd go up there, she'd say she's taking a gap week. Some of you hear of a gap year, you know, between high school and college where some people go find themselves or they go work or something. Well, Elaine had this habit. Sometimes she took a gap week, sometimes a gap month, sometimes a gap quarter. And last June I was really worried because I heard she was taking a gap semester. So I wasn't sure we were going to get to this cap and gown. But I'm here to tell you that she has a message for all of you that when we all have challenges and difficulties in life, and she wants to tell all of you, when you do, don't take a gap day, a gap week, a gap month, and certainly not a gap semester. Just plow through it, and you too will have the strong success that she has this evening. So Elena, her goal is to be a mechanical engineer at Boeing, so I said, I know someone out there who probably works for Boeing. Come and see Elena after graduation. I'd like to introduce to you tonight, and I'm going to give her a hug if I can reach her. Elena Gonzalez, our last.
I'd also like to recognize the following graduates who couldn't join us tonight. Haider Al-Mansour, Josh Astor, Kevin Cortis, Justin Fulgham, Keaton Malo, and Brittany Peake. Please join me in congratulating the Sequoia High School class of 2017. I'd like to thank each graduate for choosing our programs. Our staff feels blessed to have been part of your school career. Each of you touched our hearts, left a mark, and made us better people and better educators because we have been part of your journey. You taught us the importance of patience, the value of perseverance, grit, how to net, and the balance between nagging and encouragement, how to overcome frustrations, to laugh, to cry, to text, to email, to call, even when you didn't answer. You know who I'm talking to. And sometimes we even had to knock on your door. You have taught us to listen for what you need when you're not always clearly communicating what you need. We believe in each of you and all that you can accomplish. Today we celebrate not an end